Chandler Macleod.
The Chandler Macleod Group has many divisions, but overall, I guess you would sum us up by saying that we are a human resource and recruitment business, and essentially our product is people. I think the key to our return to work success is really around the culture that we have. The circle of support is designed to demonstrate exactly how we operate. When an injured worker is an employee, we group together around that employee and all play our role in providing support to that individual.
We truly do like to think outside the box and we don't just give up. We really want to ensure that we can bring the worker back to work, sourcing other employment, looking inside the business. Where else could they potentially work?
In 2019, I was employed by Chandler Macleod as a labour hire candidate. I unfortunately experienced an injury. I feel genuinely blessed that I've had that circle to support me through this whole period.
In coming on board to work with us, we want you to follow our method. We are here to partnership with you. We're here to look after our employees, but we have a lot of faith and confidence, trust and experience that goes to show what we do works.
They were always 110% there for me, and as I'm getting a little bit emotional because it is a traumatic time when you don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, they've just been amazing.
Goulburn Valley Health, Alida Kildey.
At Goulburn Valley Health, we have approximately 2,800 staff. I'm the Return to Work Coordinator. My role is to assist staff when they're injured at work, regardless of how minor the injury may be. The success of Return to Work is about compassion and empathy and the well-being of our staff. So I pride myself in the fact that I'm happy to spend the time to listen to staff. I like to delve into the injury, but also into the person's lifestyle and what's happening at home.
So Alida is one of a kind. She works in a partnership with us more so than any other client that I've ever dealt with. She genuinely cares about the injured workers and they can feel that.
She will do her own research, she'll talk to people, she'll try to solve problems and really partner with our injured staff.
I first met Alida when I was unwell, and she made me feel safe and she made me feel that she was actually there for me. Her office door was always open for me. She'd see how I was going and check in on me. I've been back at work now for over 12 months and it's been a positive return to work, and I think that has been brought about by the efforts of Alida, and I haven't really looked back. I'm a stronger person for it. She really has a warm place in my heart.
I had a staff member who had a psychological claim and felt that they couldn't come back to GV Health, which is fine. We generally met outside of work over a cup of coffee. We talked about where they would see themselves. We tapped into a local organisation and we were able to put in place a contract for her to work with them. It's been really successful. I touch base with this staff member all the time. We have a really good relationship, and even though she's not at the workplace, she feels very supported throughout this whole process as well.
Return to work on the mental injury claims that they have received has been extremely good. That only happens when someone feels supported and comfortable coming back to work. Alida's work with both line managers and with her board and CEO has really gone a long way to changing the culture and ensuring that the culture is changing from top down.
The key innovations we do in Return to Work have got Alida's stamp all over them.
She will do anything and talk to anyone she needs to be able to achieve a positive outcome for the injured worker.
When I get a text message from a worker who says, "Thank you very much for listening to me today," that's the most rewarding bit, I think.
Warrnambool Bus Lines.
I'm Michelle Duynhoven. I work at Warrnambool Bus and Roadways, do payroll as well as return to work coordinator. Even though I do have multiple roles, I find it really important to get employees back to work. I find it really important to consider the employee's home life. You know, if you're off for a few months, it's not only the injury, it's also what's happening with mental health. You know, how else does their injury affect them?
We're a family-owned business. We have employees that have worked for us for, upwards to near 50 years. In fact, the bus driver who drove me to school when I was in primary school still works for us now. So we need our staff to be operational. For us, there's no second thought about it. Having someone like Michelle in that role is just critical for us.
Being a smaller company, if anything, it's more personal. We have the advantages that, we can actually go out into the yard and see them, we can talk to them all the time. That personal aspect comes into it, being a smaller company.
When I see Michelle grow into the role as return to work coordinator alongside her other duties, it makes me exceptionally proud to see that she has taken that role on and made it her own and driven significant improvement in the way that we manage those cases and the outcomes that we get for staff. I think that's a testament to her ability and her diligence in that role.
The most rewarding part is when somebody does come back to work, having them come in the gate the first time and then calling them throughout the day and just going, hey, how's it going? Are you travelling okay? Is the injury settled? Is it aggravated? To see somebody come back to their normal duties, back to what they love doing is fantastic.